Hi, Donna here from Ready to Stamp. And I don't know about you, but sometimes when I have those really small gifts to give away, I have a hard time coming up with some gift wrapping or packaging. And that's what today is all about. I'm going to share with you a gift bag that you can give for your beautiful gifts that you're going to give away. Today is day 10 of 12 Days of Christmas in July. Are you ready to stamp? I'm going to be using 6x6 Designer Series paper. Now you can use cardstock if you want. It's just, for me, the Designer Series paper, or the DSP, works a lot easier because it's not as thick paper and it folds easier. But you use what you have, okay? So I am using, this is Just Jade. This is the 2022 in color Designer Series paper, 6x6. So that's what I'm using, so I don't have to cut it. But if you have 12 by 12, go ahead and cut it down to 6x6, and there you have it. You can make 4 of these wonderful gift packages out of one sheet. So I'm going to be using Just Jade, and here is the template. So you can, this will be over on the website. I'm going to direct you over there for this video. It'll have all the details. So I'm holding it here, so maybe if you want to get a screenshot, you can, but there it is, okay? So let's get out our trimmer, and we'll start getting this bag ready to make. So I'm using the scoring blade on our trimmer, which is the light gray. The cutting one is the dark gray. So I'm going to stick this in here, and I am going to score it at 1 3/8, and I'm going to score. So all of this is scoring, okay? Now you don't want to press too hard because sometimes it will cut through. So I just go up and down a couple of times. Now I am going to put this at the top of where I just scored. It's going to be at the top of the trimmer, okay? So this one, again, I'm going to score it at 1 3/8, and I'm only going to score down to the score mark, okay? And you can kind of feel it when you get there. So, okay, now the next mark is at 2 3/4, and this one is going to go all the way down. 2 3/4 all the way down, okay? Now the next one is at 4 1/8. Remember, it's just one of those longer marks, and this one I'm only going to score down to the score, okay? And then this one is 5 1/8, and we're going to score all the way down. I'm sorry, wrong, 5 1/2. 5 1/2, guys, 5 1/2. Okay, so, and there is a little bit of a score mark, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, now I know that you are not going to be able to see this, okay? So I'm going to bring back in the template. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this piece right here completely off. So that's that little tiny piece that where I just scored the 1/8 mark. Where'd it go? Yeah, right here. So that's this mark right here. Okay, right there. And then I'm going to cut down here, here, sorry, cut down here, here, and here, okay? So that's what I'm going to do right now. Let's see if I can find, there it is. Okay, so I'm cutting down, and I know you guys, you can't see this, but it will be on the information on my website post. Okay, so then I'm going to cut, I wonder if I can, nope, can't see it better there. So I'm going to have to hold this up closer to my face so I can see what I'm doing here. I'm cutting just to the score mark. Okay, you don't want to go any further than the score mark on this. Okay? And then I'm going to cut right here. There we go. Okay, so this is how it's going to look, right? And then that's going to be off. And this piece I cut crooked, but that's okay because it's going to be on the bottom. It's just going to fold better if I cut it straight, so I'm going to cut it straight. Okay, now I'm going to cut this at a little bit of an angle because it'll work much better when we fold it. So I'm going to take my tear and tape, and I'm going to, oh, before we do that, I'm sorry, we want to fold. So I'm going to score right here and score this. Score these and burnish all the score marks. Okay, I'm going to take my tear and tape, and I'm going to put this on the edge on the outside of this mark. And it's called tear and tape because you can tear it. You don't need any scissors to cut it off, which is what I love about this. It's just awesome. Okay, then there's one of these little foldies that you need to put a some tear and tape on. Either one of these two would be fine. I'm just going to put it on here. Oh my goodness. Here we go. I am all thumbs right now. Can you tell? Okay. So we're going to do that. Tear it. Do that. Tear. Okay. Give a little burnish. Take my scissors, or if you have your pokey tool, use that. I just happen to have my scissors right here. So we're just going to pop these off. Maybe. There we go. Okay. I'm going to turn it upside down. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it right up against this right here. The easiest way to line it up is to do that. Now I'm going to, see, this is my one that has the tear and tape on it, so I'm going to hold that back a little. And then I'm going to line these up, just like so, and then put that down over top of all of those. Nope, that's wrong. Boy, am I mixed up today. Put the tear and tape down first before I put the fourth one down. And there you go. Okay? Take my bone folder, kind of poke it down there. Okay, I'm going to take my hole punch, pop a hole in it. Now you take whatever ribbon you have at home. Whatever ribbon you like is what you use, okay? I just happen to have the ribbon from Forever Green and Flowers for Every Season. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little angle. It's easier to poke it through the hole that way. And I'm going to take this piece of the gold. Like I said, you use any ribbon that you want at home that you have. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to tie a little bow around the ribbon. Pull it tight, just like that. Then I'm going to make a loop. Wrap around, poke through the hole. Of course, you guys are watching me, so now I can't do it, right? I'm not holding my tongue right. Maybe that's what I need to do. Let's hold our tongue right. Believe it or not, I did hold my tongue right, and now it worked. Okay, and then just play around with it until it's the way you want it. And then trim it off. And I love how when you trim it off, it kind of gets frayed. I love that look. I think that looks so pretty. Okay, so there's that part. Let's move the ribbon out of the way. Move the ribbon. I have this scrap piece of paper here. I'm going to stamp with Just Jade. Ugh. Okay. Stamp towards the bottom like so. Let's add a little bit of something to this. Like, no, I don't think I am. We're gonna punch, and I don't remember the name of this, so we'll just, I'll put it on the website. I'm just gonna punch that out. I have these 3 gold leaves. I just love these things. They're just so pretty. And I'm going to attach them to the back of my saying using the outer parts of dimensionals. Let's pull that off of there. I'm going to stick it at the bottom here. It'll get all 3 of them. Get the top of that off. And I'm going to place it on the back of this, like that. And I will put dimensionals on the outside of it that will help hold it all down. So we're going to pop the back of it off. And I'm going to attach it on here. Whoops, crooked. There we go. Okay, now, there's the one I just made with you. And here's the other one I made just before. And I will have a video on how to make this because I used this out of the same punch, but I made it smaller, and I will show you how I did that in a different video. Okay, so I hope this gives you some ideas of how to wrap those sweet little small gifts that you have. You could even set this down as a placemat and stick chocolate in it and put people's name on it at the Christmas table, dinner table. So just many things that you could do with these. So I hope this was helpful to you, and thank you. Oh, and be sure to hit the subscribe button down at the bottom so that you can get some more tips and ideas. And I will have the details over at my website, which I will have in the description below. So have a fantastic day and happy creating.